What is going on, guys? Winter Kills here. Welcome to a brand new deck profile video. I'm here with my friend Colin.
What's up, guys?
We just got back a couple days ago from the Rochester OTS, and you ended up getting top 8 with what deck?
Pure Tri-Brigade with the hero stuff.
All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at your list.
Sure. So I'll give like a quick explanation on some things.
Okay.
Cat is standard, you don't need that. It's just the cat. She's like the best starter, obviously, but she's really fragile. Fractal, Kit, Nerval, the standard, and the 2 Kurez. Cut it down to 1 recently, ever since I got off the zoo stuff, because it's just not good with like the 1 tanky, but you don't want to like open this card by itself, obviously. I did love 3, but the thing is, like, you really need another Beast Warrior with it, and this is literally like the only Beast Warriors you're playing. So like,
yeah.
And you could dig for it off Prosperity too if you need it. But it never comes up for 3, so I like 2. It's good.
Gotcha.
Actually, I lied. 1 more Winged Beast.
There you go.
But this is the 1 Crow. It's searchable. It's another hand trap.
Okay.
Speaking of hand traps, 3, 3, 3, and then I play 2 Droplet. Reasons behind this is because Nib in the main deck is like, it's not the strongest right now. But like sometimes it's awkward, but when it's not awkward, it's an FDK almost.
Yeah.
That, in my opinion, like when it goes off, it goes off. But anytime you open like these 2 together, or these 2 together, it's like no matter what deck, it's really really good against.
Yeah.
But like that was the reason between it was like either this or Valor.
Okay.
So those are those, and then the reason behind Droplet is because you could like I had 2 spots left before the event. And I was like, okay, so like, is it gonna be like, I have like this thing with 13 hand traps and a 40 card deck, you know, you've heard that before.
Yep.
And the math is on point, it makes sense. But the thing is, Droplet, you could see it as your 6th, and also Prosperity could dig for it.
Yeah.
So like, you could dig 6, like going 2nd, and it's just like, it's solid with the Tri-Brigade stuff because you can like send and like you can miss imperms with it and stuff when you like normal banish, dodging imperm. It's a good card. Like I would continue playing it in this list if you're gonna play this version, because it's just super high impact.
Okay.
And then you got some Bricks and Fusion Destinies. Yes, obviously Fusion Destiny, it's crazy. But there's a reason I play it, and the reason of that is because this deck just straight up loses to Lancia so hard.
Yeah.
And when you start with Cat, the combo is you normal the Cat, you do the Kit Kurez, Link, Kit, Dump, Nerval, add. You have Blossom on board here, because you're going to link into Blossom. So you're going to go spec off Blossom, you're going to summon the Tri-Brigade.
Yep.
And then right here is where they drop the Lancia.
Yeah.
And it's really hard here, so like you're either making a Rugal play and passing, or you can go for Anaconda. So I link an Anaconda, draw off the Blossom, you know, dig a little deeper, and then Fusion Destiny and that. Gives you something through a Lancia, you know?
Yeah, something to follow up.
Your other cards in your hand are your other interruptions, but that's all you got through Lancia, so like that's the best you get. Which is why I'm going to be playing the Bird Up deck at some point.
Okay.
3 Prosperity, it digs 6 consistency. I'm super high on consistency. It was phenomenal. The card's just like, this card is probably the best pot card in the game in my opinion.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
Desires is really good. Like the only reason you want to see is because you want to see 2. But this digs through like anything. Like you could literally like post side, especially like being able to see order or something like that. It's just so good. Foolish, Tanky, Called by, Reborn, and Harpy's Feather Duster. This was Imperial Order, but the reason why, obviously you play Order for the Mystic Mine out in your main deck, but the reason I play this is because Order does absolutely nothing going 2nd. Yeah. And like this can at least be like at minimum it's a 1-for-1 trade. Like it hits Blackout, like hits Revolts. Like it's a 1-for-1. At the worst case scenario, hits Imperm stuff. But the thing is, like I just think I'd rather have something going 2nd because going 1st you're already doing well. Yeah. You know, if you win the dice roll, you're already in like a better spot than the opponent, obviously. So I just think that's a better call. And then the 2 Revolts. I don't play 3 anymore because the Desires is gone, and I don't want to I don't mind drawing it. But going 2nd, drawing trap cards is just not good. It's buns. I think 2's correct. I have no problem with it. I love it at 2. I wish I could play 2 in Desires, but you need a 3. You cannot banish that card. That's 41 main deck. Sorry, 41. So onto the extra deck. Yep. We'll do. I do 3 Omen now because of Prosperity. And turn 1 with Cat combo, I'm always linking this off into the Bear for Crow.
Okay.
Because this will search Crow in your turn 1 combo. So you burn through 1 off Prosperity and you burn through 1 in your combo. So this is your Revolt.
Gotcha.
2 of these now. I used to play 1, but it comes up too many times in the Prosperity version. And it's good for the grind game too. Like being able to, you can go for game easier with this because you can like extend your plays further. So. The 1 bear for search, and then sometimes go for game with the discard too.
Yep.
If you don't do that if you don't feel like if they have 5 cards in their hand and they're unknown,
Yeah.
don't do that. You'll just lose the Veiler. But when you know everything and you're going for game, fuck it, full send.
Yes,
and then
sir.
the last one, the standard. Standard. These are nuts. Nothing to say about them. This is like your end board. Mirage. Predaplant and Fusion Enforcer, obviously. This card is just so good. It feels so good to resolve Fusion Dust.
Did it perform very well all day?
It did. It did perform very well. I think I got Dark Ruler at one point, but like it didn't even he couldn't go for game, and then this just comes back.
Yeah.
So it was whatever. I still had Revolt too. So like the Dark Ruler just didn't do anything.
Gotcha.
And then you just draw 2 Celestial.
Yeah, that's so broken.
Last extra deck card. This is obviously, I don't think anyone plays this, but I play this. So there's 2 reasons I play this actually. The main reason I play it, I cut the Duramadol for it, but the main reason I play this is because against we're going into time, obviously this is the only generic link that burns in the main phase, and time is a thing. You can't avoid it. Like it's just a thing. So I make it like usually people have field spells or just random things. As long as you're burning for 5 and you're not taking the tie instead of the you have to take the win instead of the tie.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's like one of the main reasons. But the other reason is against like trap decks like Eldritch. I don't know if anyone knows this, but you can actually make this. You could start you can make this instead of Appaloosa, and then set Revolt, and then banish all their back row when they set.
Wow.
So they set 5. You go Revolt. You summon. You could summon not Omen. You could summon like Bear or Blossom or something like that.
Did you ever pull that off during the
I never
event,
did
or-
because I never played like a trap deck, but it's something that's really good.
Gotcha.
You could just wipe. They just banishes everything.
Yeah.
It banishes. So like Eldritch stuff don't go off. They just set 5, lose everything, and then you win.
Very nice.
So yes, that's a little play with the Revolt and that.
Love to see that.
Onto the side,
Yep.
3 Lancia. I played this because Dragon Link, Sword Soul, mirror match. It's decent versus birds, like at best decent. Like the main reason is because of Sword Soul. They the Protos thing.
Yep.
If you don't want to get Protos, that card's a rip. But against this deck, to be fair, it's like not that great. So I kind of see myself only siding 2 because I only had space to play 2 in this like post side deck.
Okay.
I don't know if I'll side it for again like in this deck particularly because like the engine cards are fire, water, or not water, but like earth, like
Yeah,
different
whole
attributes.
different attributes,
Right,
yeah.
right. So 3 Veiler. This was gonna be either Nib or this, and I last minute made the decision to play the Nib in the main and then this in the side. Only reason why is because like this is like I don't like Droll that much like right now. I don't know why. I just like I find it weird because if you drop Droll, they still end on like 2-3 interruptions anyways, and like my
Yeah.
deck, Tri-Brigade has 2 ways to play, and if you set up 2 interruptions,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if you trolled them, you lost. So you have to stop them from doing anything, and this just like my numbers thing with hand traps.
Yeah.
Let's just add additional numbers, and it's the best one that's generic and it hits
Yeah.
everything. That was the reason for that.
Okay.
It was either that or Nib. So the Pank. This is really good versus Sword Soul actually. You can summon it into the board, and then it makes it a little awkward for them. It takes at least 1 interruption, and then you can hit blackouts like. And this is just really good versus traps.
Yeah.
That's really what it's for. It's good versus like trap cards and stuff. I like to have like a good diversity of my side deck for trap decks and stuff, and control stuff. 3 Twin. I know the Heavenly guy's out now, but the decks don't lose to like sets. You can just keep playing through sets. That's the floodgates that hurt. So I just hold it as long as possible for like against trap decks, and then when they flip their continuous trap, you chain this, and then the Heavenly guy does nothing because it's face downs.
Okay.
Red reboot traps. I also side this versus birds because you fucking have to.
Yeah, for the Harpy's Feather Storm.
You literally instantly lose to that card.
Yep,
It
it's
doesn't matter.
insane.
Like it's just stupid. But Imperial Order, like you can hand trap them and then you just like lose to the trap.
Yeah, seriously.
3 Order and anti-spell standard. It's just I prefer this over Judgment, especially because Game 3, it's getting close to time in Game 3 if you're making a Game 3, and I don't want to be paying half my life points.
Yeah.
It was either this or Judgment, but this is solid versus like it hits like Dark Ruler's droplets, like not only their engine but the going second cards at their post side.
Yeah.
So that's the deck, 41 main deck, 15-15.
Do you remember some of your matchups?
Barely.
This
I
was
remember
a couple days ago, by the way. Yeah.
I remember mainly Sword Souls. I played like 3 or 4 of them.
Yep. And you went 5-1 in Swiss.
5-1 in Swiss.
And then
yes. And then I
top
lost
8.
to your brother. I
Yep.
lost. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend. But yeah, game 1 he orders me, and then game 2 I got Lancia'd. Like it's fine.
Yeah.
But then he had, what was it?
Urgent schedule, heavy forward, redeployment.
All 3 of the power spells going second. He just OTK'd me. So
Yeah.
I got bodied.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, it happens. I should have misplayed though. I kind of misplayed because I didn't activate Prosperity before I normal summoned. Don't do that. That was my fault. That was just a misplay. I never do that. But yeah, so Earth Machine. Played a lot of Sword Souls. I played against 2 of the new Evil Twin thing.
Oh, live twin?
That was one of my only losses.
In Swiss?
Yeah, dude opened like better than your brother. Like it was insane.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I can't even believe how good he opened. It was like called by enemy controller who's playing around that.
Yeah.
But that was really the matchups, like the good matchups. I played against a Despia Shadal.
Okay. Despia Shawl invoked?
Yes, and then I played against one more thing other than Sword Soul. What was it? Oh, I played against Striker, pure Striker.
Yeah, okay.
With Mystic Mind and stuff. But that was all my matchups. It was a good weekend. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was like a really good time. It's so nice to be back, you know.
Oh yeah, at events again, yeah.
It like gives
so
me motivation
nice.
to like play better and
Absolutely.
all that stuff and test. And I wanna I'm gonna end up playing the birds at some point. I love the Tri-Brigade cards. They're just too weak to Lancia.
Yep.
But you get to play them in the birds, so screw it. But
yeah, before we wrap up, any shout-outs you want to give? Or?
yes, I actually want to shout out you.
Thank you.
One of my buddies,
Appreciate it.
good content, you know, the usual. And then I want to shout out, my testing partners, Adam, Henry Garris, Alex, and Dan. I think that's about it, right? And then shout out Hog.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna be in OTS. Let's go.
Hell yeah. All right, well, thank you for the profile, man. Congrats on top 8. And thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. And like always, I want to give a special thank you to our Divine Level channel members. They are Cadillacs84, Pony Start, Key Stitchers, Tweeter0226, and Black Ninja Money. Thank you guys so much, as always, for your extremely generous support of this channel.